Alright, what's going on everyone? Matt here for the Matt Film Show. If you guys are new here, make sure to thumbs up, subscribe if you guys like, and let's get right into today's video. I just got done watching Fallout on Amazon Prime, this TV series based on the popular video game made by Bethesda, right, or Microsoft or Xbox. And I'm not the biggest Fallout fan. I never got into the games. I tried to play the games. I tried getting into it. I tried to get into Fallout 4. Didn't get into it. I tried to get into Fallout 76, which is the latest one, latest Fallout game to come out. I did not get into it. I just do not know why. I just never got into the game. I don't hate the game. I don't, I mean, if you like the game, that's great. But for me, I never got into the playing the games or anything like that. So the games for me are not my cup of tea, right? But I do want to check out, even though there are games that are not my cup of tea, I do like to check out their movie adaptations, the TV series adaptations, where it's live action, animated, or whatever, and just see what kind of story to tell if it's great. I mean, a lot of these video game adaptations are not great. Some of them are great, I mean, the one that surprised me was Mortal Kombat from 2021. Came out during the pandemic in theaters and on HBO Max. And I really enjoyed Mortal Kombat. I don't like fighting. I'm not the biggest fan of fighting games, so I'm not that really huge Mortal Kombat fan. But I did watch the movie and I had a great time. I had a blast with the Mortal Kombat movie, right? I think they're making a sequel. Correct me if I'm wrong. So I'm not too sure when the sequel of that movie came out. And then the same thing went with The Last of Us. I played The Last of Us game, not the biggest fan of, like, I like the game, but it's just not, I don't know, like story-driven games are not my cup of tea. And I loved The Last of Us on Max, right, or HBO. They're coming out with season 2, which is great show. The Last of Us is such a great show. You guys check out my review if you guys like, if you haven't seen it. I really enjoyed The Last of Us on Max or HBO. And then they did Gran Turismo. Sony released Gran Turismo. I'm not the biggest racing car guy, but I enjoyed the movie. I loved what they did with the movie, being based on a true story and all that. So that was really neat to see. So I really enjoyed the Gran Turismo movie, right? And so that's become a trend recently of video game adaptations becoming movies or shows. I think they're doing a God of War show on Amazon Prime. Um, and so might be good, might not, who knows. So, and I can't remember the other ones that they're doing. But anyways, there's this Fallout. Um, I did not know what to expect from this show because I'm not the biggest fan of this game. So I'm not sure if I was going to get into the story, if I was going to love the story that they were telling or enjoy the story that they were telling in the Fallout show. Like I said, I just got done watching the show. This time of recording, I just finished that final episode. And it took me a while because they're hour plus long episodes. Like an hour plus long. Some of them are 45 minutes, which I also enjoyed. A lot of the criticisms I have, especially for Disney Plus, the shows on Disney Plus are like 30 minutes or so. So, and there are only 6 episodes. This is 8 episodes, right? But they're an hour long episodes, an hour 45 minutes, an hour plus episodes. And I really enjoy that, right? I don't, I mean, an 8 episode count is great, right? But the story that they were able to tell in each of these episodes worked every episode I enjoyed. I enjoyed all the episodes in Fallout. Um, I played a little bit of the game to understand a lot of these Easter eggs, and the world just transformed into a video game, into live action, and the way that they were able to build the sets of the vaults, like it kind of felt like playing the Fallout game in live action. Kind of felt like I was playing the game in live action, and I think a lot of these live action adaptations of, or even animated, of these era movie or a show of these video games should feel that. That's how The Last of Us felt like I was playing The Last of Us in real life. And Fallout does the same thing too, right? And I think that's the story that works. and that's how it works. And I think that's the way it works is you have to do this to make you feel that you were inside the video game, invested in it. And it worked. And I loved what they did with Fallout. I enjoyed the show. Even though I was not a fan of the games, not really huge familiar with the characters, not familiar with the story or whatever, set pieces, whatever, the show, I enjoyed the show, right? And I think that even me not being a big fan of the show, I think you're going to enjoy the show even though you have not played the games, because that's how I am. And I enjoyed it, even though I did not play a lot of the games. So, the show follows Lucy McLean, hopefully pronouncing the last name right. Lucy, a very great character. That's the main character in this that you follow her journey into the vault, right? And all that. And I do not know if she's one of the characters from the games, because I don't play the game, so I'm not too sure. I think in Fallout 4 you could create your own character, so I think this is like an original character. But Lucy McLean, very great character. I enjoyed her character. The way I enjoyed how she was written, and who exits her comfortable underground vault to enter a horrifying wasteland. The way that they were able to make Wasteland in live action, the world with the nuclear, was so spectacular, so really, really well done. I think the people, obviously, I think the people who made the show had to play the games, obviously, and they did it. It worked very, very, very well. All the characters, all the actors worked very well. They acted very well made. The characters were very great. One of the characters is in it. Cannot remember the actor's name. But when I saw his face, I was like, you know what? That actor looks very familiar. And is this guy. Moises Arias. There's a Moises Arias is in Fallout. And if you do not know who Moises Arias is, he is the guy who played Rico from Hannah Montana. You remember the Rico kid, the one who always wanted to try to get at Miley or Hannah Montana, right? He's in it. And when I was watching the show, like, he's in there a lot. Like, he's in like in all the episodes. I was like, you know what? That guy looks already familiar. I was like, wait, isn't that Rico? And then went to go search up the cast of Fallout. And then went to go click on that guy's name. And it's actually him. So it's really cool that they actually got Rico from Hannah Montana in the Fallout show. Like, I never would have expected that. And he did a great job. I always say he's all older now, right? So I thought it was really cool to see him there. I was like, you know what? He looked familiar. And I thought he did a great job, right? And Maximus is also in it. Another great character that we follow his character as well, right? And I thought they did a great job with the Maximus character, right? Is a motivated apprentice in the Brotherhood of Steel, and learning how the powerful code functions through his perspective is educational, right? There's also slow-mos, which a lot of the slow-mos are very, very great. And Zack Snyder is a king of slow-mos that he does in the DCEU films with Man of Steel, Batman vs. Superman, and Zack Snyder's Justice League. He's also the king of slow-mos that he did in Rebel Moon, which is one of the best part of the movie, was slow-mos. There are slow-mos in this, and they were just great. Well-made slow-mos that I really enjoyed. The slow-mos that they were able to tell that they did in the show, which was very, very great to see. I really like the post-apocalyptic world. Like I said, talking about the world, the wasteland, bringing it to life worked so well and done very, very, very well. So congrats to people at Amazon Prime or Prime and Bethesda who worked together to make this video game into a show. Worked very, very well. I think if you're a fan of the Fallout game, you're gonna enjoy this show. If you have not played Fallout like me or played once or twice, not a big fan of it, you're gonna enjoy this show. I think this show will work for people who are familiar with the game and who are not. You're gonna get hooked on this show and you're gonna enjoy this show and you're gonna have a fun time. I promise you will. Right? Like I said, the main characters are Lucy and Maximus. And yeah, I had a great time with it. There's one of the bad guys here. Um, Let me pull his name. Cooper Howard, played by Walton Goodens. He was great in this show, and there was I do not know what this guy's name is. I'm sorry, guys. I do not know what the character's name was. Anyways, there's like a guy that has like some sort of disease. There's like a weird face. Worked very, very well. And I really enjoyed that character, that villain aspect. There's a lot of blood and guts and heads getting chopped off. Like, this is a mature audience show that you see heads get cut off. You see the bloods. There's a head, like they cut a head off, and there's a piece of head on the ground with blood, like blood splattering. So I'm giving you guys that warning. If you do not like to see that, I think that's something that I wanted to let you guys know going into this show, that you will see a lot of heads getting cut off, a lot of blood, a lot of guts, hands getting cut off, and all that. Exactly how it is in the game. And I love that they did true act, that they truly went into the game, which was very, very fun to see. But overall, a very great show, very great episode count, very great episode length count, right? And overall, just enjoyable show, and I think you're gonna have a fun time. And so yeah, that's my review for Fallout Season 1 or TV series. I'm hoping that they get Season 2. Hopefully Season 2 of Fallout gets announced, because I really enjoyed the world that they made in this show. And I'll be totally, even though I love Season 1, I'll be hands down, totally be down for Season 2. I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that Amazon announces a Season 2. But that's all I have for today, my review for Fallout. Very enjoyable. I really enjoyed the show. Did not play the games. Not a huge fan of the games, but I did love the show. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about this. Guys, and make sure thumbs up, subscribe, because and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.